Okay, this week we were studying outer space, and I don't know if you had time to look at some information or read some books online, but we're going to do a couple crafts that go with outer space and the solar system. So over here I drew the solar system, and what that is made up of is the sun, which is a giant star, and 8 planets. So here we have Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. So today, our craft, we're going to focus on Earth and the moon. So first thing we're going to do is make the Earth. So I think hopefully some of you have some shaving cream at home. This is one of our favorite things to use at school to play with. All this is soap. It's kind of messy, but it is fun. We're just going to spray some shaving cream into a dish, whatever size you want. Spray some into your dish, pan, whatever you have laying around. And we're going to take some blue food coloring, pour it right in there, little squirts. Some green, squirt it in. And this is the fun part. You're going to take either a toothpick or a straw, whatever you have, and you can do some swirling around. Don't swirl it, over swirl it, so you keep the colors separate. Then you're going to take one of your paper plates I gave you, stick it right in there, push it down, like so. Let it sit for a couple minutes so the colors absorb onto the plate. But then this is the ta-da moment. You're gonna lift it. And look at that. It makes a really cool, swirly, colorful plate, which we're gonna call the Earth. So this one I did earlier. It's still drying. But when it's completely dry, the shaving cream will flake off. You can go over the sink and wipe it off, and the colors will still be there, the blue and the green, and that'll be Earth. And if you want, at that point, to glue it on to the black paper I gave you, you'll have a cool interpretation of Earth. Now for the moon, this is really, really, really fun. And all you need is some flour. I'm using a half cup, pour it in. A half cup of salt, pour that right in. Then you're gonna mix it with some water. So it's almost like a sour cream consistency or a yogurt consistency. This is really fun. This is like a science experiment and an art project. This here is a piece of paper. I took one of my paper plates and I just traced it with a pencil so you can see this circle. And I'm gonna take my mixture. A spoon is probably the best way to go for this, I think. And I'm gonna put it into my circle and spread it around. Try to keep it in a circular shape so it looks like the moon. The moon has craters, so the moon isn't smooth, it's bumpy. And craters are created from asteroids and comets that hit the moon and make these big divots and holes, and those are the craters, so the moon is not smooth. All right, so we're gonna take this. This is the best part. You're gonna pop it in the microwave. Put it in there. And I'm gonna start with 30 seconds. All right, listen, I had to do mine twice. This is a minute, but look what happened. It turned out to be puffy. Flour cooked, and the salt and the water, and it made it puffy, just like it. Doesn't that look like the moon? So that's our moon. So the best part about this, which this is puffy, this is the way we make also some puffy paint. So I thought for the holidays, you could use whatever left over and you can make a picture of anything you want. And I also in your packet gave you some cardboard. So I drew an egg on it. So what I'm gonna do to color my egg, I'm gonna take some of this mixture. I am gonna add some food coloring, mix it up. And then what you can do, you can use it just like this. You can use a paintbrush or a Q-tip or use the spoon again to decorate whatever you want or whatever shape you want to make. But I am going to put it into a Ziploc bag. Yes. Okay. Take some air out. Hold it like this. Put it all in the corner there. See how it's right there? I'm going to give a little tiny snip, not too much. And then we're gonna go over here to my picture. Look at this. I can make an outline. And look what else I did. I also made all the colors. Snip. Some green. You can play around with this. This is really fun. Then you can go back with your spoon. You can smooth it up, smooth it around if you want, paint it on, whatever way you think. There's no wrong way. All right, so let's stick this back in the microwave. So we'll start at 30 seconds and we'll see how long it takes and we'll see what happens, see if it puffs up. All right, let's open it up and see what happened. How exciting. This took about a minute. So look at this. It is completely dry. It's a little hot, so again, be careful. Have Mom touch it first. Make sure it's okay for you to touch. But it's solid. Look. Look at that. And it's puffy. So that's how you make some microwavable puffy paint. So when this is done, you can show Mom your awesome cutting skills and you can cut it out. I made a hole and I put a string on it and look at that. I got myself a decoration. I can hang it in my house somewhere. You can make all different shapes. You can make squiggles. Here's one I just did using a spoon, but you can do all different shapes. And then again, they're hard and they're puffy, and isn't that neat? Hopefully when I see you Thursday on our Zoom, you can tell me if you've tried these experiments and art projects. And here again is the moon. And then this one was our earth. But again, you're gonna put on some black paper and you'll have a really cool earth, moon, and earth. All right, I'll see you Thursday.